Your brain is literally drowning in its own toxic waste right now. Like, while you're sitting here watching this, there is biological garbage piling up inside your skull. And if you didn't sleep properly last night, that trash is actually poisoning your neurons. It sounds like a horror movie, right? But it's 100% real. For decades, scientists couldn't figure out one of the biggest mysteries in human biology. How does the brain clean itself? Every other organ in your body has a drainage system called the lymphatic system, but the brain? It looked like a dead end. No drains, no pipes, nothing. Until a few years ago, when researchers discovered something so insane, it literally changed everything we know about why we sleep. And I'm telling you, once you see the footage of what's happening inside your head at 3 a.m., you will never look at your pillow the same way again. But wait until you hear the weirdest part. Your brain cells actually have to shrink to half their size just to make this work. If they don't, well, that's where things get really scary. Okay, so imagine your brain is like a high-end restaurant kitchen. During the day, it's chaos. Orders are flying, chefs are cooking, and naturally scraps and trash are piling up on the floor. Now, in a normal kitchen, you'd have a cleaning crew come in, right? But for the longest time, we thought the brain just didn't have one. We thought it just sat there marinating in its own waste. That waste is a protein called beta-amyloid. You've probably heard of it because it's the primary stuff linked to Alzheimer's. If it builds up, your brain starts to short circuit. You get brain fog, you get moody, and your memory starts to tank. But here's the breakthrough. Scientists found the glymphatic system. It's like a secret plumbing network that only turns on when you're in deep sleep. And I mean only when you're deep in it. If you're just dozing or scrolling on your phone, the pipes stay shut, the trash stays on the floor. I'm going to show you exactly how to force start this cleaning process in just a second. But first, you have to understand the shrinking cell phenomenon because it is absolutely wild. So get this. When you finally hit that deep non-REM sleep, your brain does something that sounds like science fiction. Your actual brain cells, the neurons, physically shrink. They contract by about 60%. Why? To create space. It's like moving all the furniture in a room to the wall so you can power wash the floor. Once that space opens up, your cerebrospinal fluid, this clear, salty liquid, rushes in like a tidal wave. It literally flushes through the gaps, picking up all that beta amyloid and toxic junk and carries it out of your head and into your liver to be destroyed. It's a literal brainwash. Like you are getting a fresh brain every single night. But here's the kicker. Most of us are accidentally blocking this flow. There's one specific thing you might be doing right before bed that's like putting a clog in the drain. And no, it's not just about using your phone. It's actually much more biological than that. The secret is your body temperature. Your brain's dishwasher is extremely sensitive to heat. If your core temperature is even 1 degree too high, the glymphatic system operates at like 50% capacity. It's like trying to wash a mountain of greasy dishes with lukewarm water. It just doesn't work. This is why you toss and turn when it's hot. Your brain is literally screaming at you to cool down so it can start the cleaning cycle. But wait, it gets crazier. There's a specific sleeping position that researchers at Stony Brook University found can actually speed up this cleaning process by up to 25%. If you're a back sleeper or a stomach sleeper, you might be making your brain work twice as hard for half the results. I'll reveal that position in a minute, but we need to talk about the 90-minute trap first. Because if you wake up at the wrong time, you're basically stopping the dishwasher mid-cycle and leaving all the soap on the plates. Think about how you feel when you wake up and you're just out of it. Like your head is filled with cotton wool. That's not just being tired. That's sleep inertia. It happens because you jerked yourself out of that deep cleaning phase before the fluid could flush out. You literally have brain trash still floating around in your synapses. It's like stopping a laundry machine while it's full of dirty water and then trying to wear the clothes. Gross, right? That's why some people sleep for 8 hours and feel like garbage, while others sleep for 6 and feel like superheroes. It's not about the quantity, it's about finishing the cycle. And here's a pro tip that nobody tells you. Your brain actually prioritizes cleaning the emotional centers first. That's why when you're sleep deprived, you're not just tired, you're an emotional wreck. You're hangry, you're irritable, you're stressed. Your amygdala is literally covered in yesterday's stress hormones because the cleaning crew didn't get to it. But hang on, because I just found out something about caffeine that blew my mind, and it's probably going to ruin your morning coffee. Or maybe save it. Most people think caffeine gives them energy. It doesn't. Caffeine is just a mask. It's like putting a piece of tape over the check engine light in your car. It blocks the receptors in your brain that tell you you're tired, but it does nothing to stop the trash from building up. In fact, caffeine can stay in your system for up to 12 hours. So that 2 p.m. latte, it's still there at 2 a.m., acting like a bouncer at the door of your glymphatic system, refusing to let the cleaning crew in. You might sleep, but your brain isn't washing. This leads to what scientists call micro sleeps during the day. Your brain gets so desperate to clean itself that it starts shutting down for milliseconds while you're awake. If you've ever zoned out while driving or staring at a screen, that was your brain trying to do a emergency spot clean. It's terrifying. But don't worry, I'm not here to tell you to stop drinking coffee. You just need to time it right. And I'm going to give you the exact golden window for caffeine that lets you stay alert without clogging your brain's plumbing. Now, let's talk about that sleep position I mentioned. This is the part where everyone usually says no way, but the data is there. Researchers use dynamic contrast enhanced MRI to watch the fluid move through the brain in different positions. They found that sleeping on your side, specifically your right side, is the most efficient way to drain the trash. Why? Because it aligns with the natural pull of gravity and the way your heart pumps blood to the head. It's like tilting the dishwasher so the water drains out faster. If you're a back sleeper, the fluid has to work against gravity. It's slower, it's less efficient. If you've been feeling foggy lately, try switching to your side tonight. It's a tiny change that could literally save your brain from long-term decay. But wait, there's one more drainage hack that involves your feet. I know it sounds weird, but science says that warming your feet actually cools your brain. It's called vasodilation. By wearing socks to bed, yeah, I said it, socks, you pull the heat away from your core, which triggers the brain to start the shrinking cell process. It's like a start button for the cleaning cycle. I know what you're thinking. Alex, I've gone years without doing any of this. Am I doomed? The short answer is no. The brain is incredibly resilient. But the long answer is you're currently running on a dirty engine. Imagine what you could actually achieve if your brain was running at 100% clarity every single morning. Imagine no more brain fog, no more midday crashes, and actually remembering where you put your keys. The most important thing is to stop viewing sleep as downtime. It's not downtime. It's the most active maintenance period of your life. Your brain is working harder while you're asleep to keep you alive than it does when you're watching Netflix. So here is the ultimate brain wash routine you can start tonight. It's 3 simple steps. First, stop the caffeine by noon. Seriously, try it for 3 days. Second, take a warm shower an hour before bed. This forces your body to dump heat afterwards, cooling your brain. And third, flip onto your side. That's it. No expensive supplements, no biohacking gadgets. Just working with your brain's natural plumbing. The payoff for doing this is almost instant. Within 48 hours of getting a full cleaning cycle, your reaction time improves, your mood stabilizes, and your ability to learn new information literally doubles. You're not just sleeping, you're detoxing. We spend a third of our lives asleep, and for the first time in history, We finally know why it's the most productive thing we do. Don't let your brain marinate in its own waste for another night. Your future self, the one that still remembers your grandkids' names, will thank you for it. It's crazy how something as simple as a brainwash can be the difference between a sharp mind and a fading memory. But now that you know the secret, you can't unknow it. The trash is waiting. Go get those cells shrinking. I'm Alex, and honestly, go to bed. Your brain needs a bath.